Okay, so what's up guys? Really quickly, this is 4 silvers and a gold versus me, 3 silvers and a gold. So it's pretty even. Just to note, this is a normal game because this is the only way I can really record games like this that I want people to see. And it's the only way really for me to do it without playing a ranked game. And if I play a ranked game, the ELO is probably too high in order to show what I want to show. So that's why it's a normal game. Anyway, getting into this video. Basically, I've been looking at some of the replays people have sent me to do replay analysis on and things like that. And I've noticed a common trend, and that's basically that when people duo queue and they play bottom lane, they play things that are way too complex for like the skill level they're playing at, I guess. How I really want to say that is basically like there's really no point in playing something like Ashe Sona, which in my opinion is quite a hard lane to play properly, or Ashe Lulu, or something that just requires quite a lot of like expertise, I guess, and knowing your lane partner pretty well. And obviously it's a really good lane, and I obviously see people like Double Lift and like Chaos and like Afro playing these kind of lanes, and I think that that's what they should be doing too, because it's a good lane. In reality, in my opinion, if you want to win your lane, bottom lane, and you want to just absolutely wreck the game, play Graves Taric. Now, I'm sure people have heard about Graves Taric before, and if you haven't heard about Graves Taric before, then I don't know where you've been living, because it's incredibly good. And basically, the whole point is that you don't even have to be a good player to win with this lane. In this game I'm demonstrating, I'm hungover from the night before. I'm just playing awfully. The game before this, I was like 11 deaths a Mumu, and just absolute awful. I don't think I hit a bandage the whole game. So that's basically the skill level I'm at this game. Now, I used Graves Taric to play from like 1200 to 1870, I think, on my alt account, and I think I lost one game on the whole way, and that's just because someone DC'd or AFK'd or something. I don't remember what it was. And basically, like I said, you'll notice this game, if you watch my last replay with the Misfortune, and its mechanics are really good. My mechanics aren't as good as that, I would freely admit that right now. That's not how I win games. My mechanics this game are probably pretty bad. I probably miss a lot of things that I should not miss, and miss a lot of creep kills for no reason. Now, this is what I wanted to show. It's basically, it doesn't matter what you do, because as long as you play Graves Taric to a basic level, and you understand that if Taric stuns somebody, shatters them, and then you press Q, and then you press R, you probably kill someone as Graves, and that's all you really have to do. It's really not complex to play. And like I said before, I really want people to stop playing advanced lanes bottom lane at like silver, gold, ELO, because you don't have any reason to play such advanced things. If you really do think you're a better player than your opponent, just pick something really stupid like this. So, the real way to counter Graves Taric, I'm going to talk about that really quickly, is to take basically like, the support should have heal and the AD should have cleanse. That does do pretty well. Now here, I catch the Twitch even, sorry, and then first of all, yeah. Let's not talk anymore about that, because the damage output is just ridiculous. I didn't think that was going to come so early, because level 2 is an early time to just burst somebody like that, but it happened. So, yeah. So, let's describe Graves Taric really quickly after that. Basically, Taric lands a stun, you dash forward, press the Q button, and whatever else you have up. If you have Ignite up, press it. If you have R up, press it. And then you just kill people. Like, it's really as simple as that. It's basically like playing LeBlanc, just with 2 heroes that do more damage, and you can't really stop it, because eventually you're going to get stunned. Like, even if it's a flash stun, you're going to get stunned. And if you get stunned, it's just game over. Like, it's simple as that. So, I'm going to talk a little bit really quickly and fix this stuff. Taric and Janna, yeah, okay, whatever. The only real lanes this lane has a problem with is stuff like Nunu healing. I think that has a bit of a problem, but it doesn't really matter that much, because as long as you win like 80% of your lanes, you'll gain ELO, simple as that. And what runes am I running? I'm running attack damage, armor, and magic resist. Just really standard, flat everything, because I don't really have any reason to do it. Armor penetration is probably better for this combo, and I used to use that depending on what we're facing, but I find now that, it sounds weird to say this, but now that my mechanical skills have like declined a little bit, that I just prefer to run flat reds, because I find last hitting rhythm easier. And flat reds you can't really go wrong with because, you know, it's still 3 damage at the end of the day. So I'm going to talk quickly about item build. Here I got a Vampiric Scepter and a bottle. I know, sorry for calling it a bottle, it's a crystalline flask, but I'm going to call it a bottle because I played too much Dota and Hon to not call it a bottle. So, the reason I got that is because it gives decent damage, gives you the lifesteal you need against Twitch, and ultimately Bloodthirster is ridiculous when you play Grace Taric because you get so much just raw damage early game from the Bloodthirster, because obviously it scales with your Q, like ridiculously, and it scales with your R, and it just scales with everything. Like, you just scale so well with a Bloodthirster, it's actually stupid. And it also gives you the little bit of lifesteal you need to sort of be comfortable beating their top lane if it comes to gank you, or be comfortable beating their jungle as it may be when it comes to gank you. So here we catch Twitch. Can't really do anything because I'm a bit low to get a kill. 3 damage though. Always use smoke screen on the target because there's really no reason not to. And Lee Sin comes in for a gank. Janna really outplaces herself. Like, that was a really bad play by Janna. Twitch cleanses and runs back into the queue from Lee Sin and dies. I don't know why that happened, but it happened, and I got more gold. That's great. Again, I'm at, like, this is bad play for me. I'm at 29 creep kills compared to 23 by Twitch. I should be way ahead of him because I killed him and then pushed him out of his lane. So there's no real reason for me to be far behind. But that's what I want to demonstrate, is the fact that I'm really playing bad this game. I want to really point out, like, this is a bad game for me, but it does not matter because of the combination we're playing. So, item build in general, go for Bloodthirster. Don't upgrade your boots too early because it doesn't actually give you any damage when you're playing Grace Taric. I've seen people play Grace with like Nunu or with Taric or something, and they get Berserker Greaves too early because, like I said before, you're really playing an AD caster when you play Grace Taric. You're not really playing like an auto attacker. And here, Twitch messes up. I get a nice play with the Ignite and kill him. Yeah, there's not really much more to say about that. Now, the laning phase is basically over here for us. We win. Like, you can't beat Grace Taric when they get level 6 and you're level 4. It's too much damage. And yeah, like I said, don't get Berserker Greaves too early because I'm not gaining any damage from Berserker Greaves at this point in the game, I feel like. So here we get. Look at. Alright, let's just watch that again, really quickly, and just see what I mean about Grace Taric. So where do we catch it? I guess it's going to be right here. I'm going to pause this and just watch. Right, 800 HP, Janna. 800. Now watch how quick she falls over. This is me level 6 without Ignite, without anything. There's a stun. 760 HP, the Q comes in, 500 HP, the ultimate comes in, dead. Like, that is a stupid amount of time to kill somebody in, no matter what level you are or what you're playing. Okay, so Evelyn ganks us here, and this is the one thing that I wanted to mention, I guess, with this Taric really played this, like, absolutely sick, and here, like, he's dead. I would say he's dead. I'm going to start auto-attacking here just so I regen a bit off Vampiric Scepter so he can't tower at me. He regens the mana for a stun, gets a stun on Evelyn, almost dies, doesn't quite die, 18 HP, Evelyn gets greedy, the heal comes off, makes him live, and then we get the kill on Evelyn. I thought that was pretty cool, and I wanted to show that just because, yeah, it's pretty cool to watch things like that. And that was really a sick play by the Taric. And then obviously the chat comes out because, yeah, it's Hon. No, it's not. It's League of Legends. Okay, so again, I bought a BF sword here because I had enough gold to buy a BF sword by about 180. Some people here might have seen their gold and been like, okay, going BF sword early can be risky. Yes, I agree, it can be risky to go BF sword early. And they might have got Berserker Greaves and 2 Doran's Blade, which is actually like a really, really stupidly solid build. But the problem with doing that is, on Graves, is that your Q just scales so well with AD. Like, everything just scales so well with AD. And if you get too many, like, basic items like Doran's Blades, you just don't do enough. I'm going to call it retard damage because that's what it is. You don't do enough retard damage. This whole combo relies on doing stupid damage and just killing people instantly. And if you get 2 Doran's Blades, you don't get enough pure damage than if you'd got a Bloodthirster. It's basically as easy as that. So here I'm 4-0-1 with 50 creep kills. Can't really complain, I guess. That's a pretty good start. Steal the ward gold because I want more gold, I'm greedy. And I want to point out as well, in probably 2 or 3 minutes, I'm going to fast forward here because nothing's really going on. Do we catch Evelyn? We might catch Evelyn here. Get a dash, or attack. I'm not going to get anything here, I don't think. No. So I wasted a bit of time there. Try not to do that, because wasting time is bad when you're playing Grace Taric. Basically. Yeah. We're just wasting a lot of time here. What I wanted to point out is, if you see my Caitlyn video, you know how much I like to split push bottom. And playing Grace Taric is no exception, because the way I feel about Grace Taric, and the reason what makes it so strong in solo queue, is that basically the whole idea behind getting fed like this is that you're so strong, like the two of you together are so strong that you can win most fights 2v3, because you insta-kill somebody with stun, ulma, dead, Q, whatever. You insta-kill somebody, and then you're free to fight 2v2 when you have more items than the other people you're fighting, probably. And Grace Taric is a really, really strong 2v2 like lane, I guess. So if, for example, Evelyn came to gank here, and they had Twitch and Janna, we could insta-kill Twitch, and then Janna Evelyn versus Grace Taric, it should be obvious to anybody who wins that fight, especially when you have a Bloodthirster, so you can out-heal Evelyn's damage. That's basically why Grace Taric works so well, because no other AD really can insta-kill somebody as quick as Graves can. Like, you could argue the fact that Ashe would be good here, but Ashe only has 150 damage from arrow, and then the volley, and then the auto attack. It's not enough to insta-kill somebody. This is a good way to prove the point, I guess. Lee Sin comes gank here, hits the Q on to nothing, and then we back off. Okay, maybe that wasn't a good point to show. But yes, this is the point where you really need to actually focus on getting creep kills, is when you have a Bloodthirster, because you need to stack that up as quick as you can, because the damage output you get from it, like I said before, is just crazy. So here, he cleansed, like he pre-cleansed the Taric stun, and it never came. And then we got the kill. I missed the Ulma, that was really bad, actually. Wonder what happens here. I'm probably dead, like I had to be dead here. Yeah, so I died here. Kinda sucks. And Gragas comes in, doesn't get anybody. Taric gets the... okay, everything's going wrong. Okay, so everything went wrong here, basically. And that's gonna happen when you play Grace Taric, because everything's just going wrong, innit? Everything's just gone wrong. Okay, the exhaust comes out. I want to watch this and see if they kill him. I'm pretty sure they don't. Oh, Lee Sin, what are you doing? Right click him. Okay, this is just going wrong. Ignite comes down, it's not going to do anything. Almost. Okay, he gets one kill, and then the Lee Sin's going to die. Okay, so everything that could have gone wrong went wrong there. When you're playing Grace Taric, or any bottom lane that does well early game, against competent players, expect to get 4-manned ganked at bottom lane. It's going to happen very, very often, because they want to shut you down as early as they can, basically. So here, tried to scare Twitch away a bit, don't know. But yeah, you're going to get ganked a lot at bottom lane playing Grace Taric. Get used to it, because people really don't like you playing this kind of lane. But the real thing is, like, if you play properly, like I made a lot of mistakes there in that fight. I made a lot of mistakes. I missed my Ulma. I flashed weirdly, didn't really achieve anything. I dashed weirdly. I just achieved nothing with a lot of things that I did. And like I said, it's because I'm just playing badly this game. But it doesn't matter. I want to really, really stress that point. It just doesn't matter, because I know that I'm probably a better player than the people in this game. Just because looking at the borders at the start of the game, I don't want to be cocky and say I'm a better player, but statistically I'm a better player. Now, I'm probably not a better mechanical player, I'm just a better, like, picking stupid heroes and abusing them player. Here we get Taric, here we get Janna, insta-kill, blah blah blah. Straight onto the Twitch. Gragas comes in, hits the Ulma on Eve, pushes him back into us, gets a body slam. I get a Q for the kill, and I get a triple kill. That's kind of the point about 2v3ing there. You see how fast we killed Janna, and then like the AoE from us killing Janna got Twitch low enough that we took Twitch out as well afterwards. Like, there's not many combinations that can... Okay, that was unfortunate. Taric dies for the tower, but, you know, it's all good. So now we have the second tower. This is basically where you want to be as Grace Taric. Because once you get the second tower, you're going to have everybody coming to your lane 24/7. And now you might be thinking, well, why do you want that? That's like the last thing you want, surely. You don't want to have people coming to your lane and, like, making you get less items. Gragas steals my kills there, thanks Awake. I'm not very nice of him, but I play with him too often. I know he can be a bit like that. Yeah, so anyway, like I was saying, you don't really want people to come to your lane, but you actually do as Taric Graves. You really want people to come to your lane, because looking at this stage of the game, Twitch has 1200 HP, Anivia has 1300, Janna has 1100, Renekton has 1700, so Renekton's probably the one person I don't want to come, and Eve has 1300. They're all within one shotable range, presuming we land everything, which we should do, because it's not hard to land anything. Here, almost got Phantom Dancer, pretty close to it. This is a stage of the game where you're 15 minutes in, and usually at this stage it's 10-8, and I'm 7-1-1. So I mean, you know, my team's not doing the best they could be doing, because... Okay, so I'm sorry if I cut the video there, I got called really quick and didn't want to have it interrupt the video, basically. So, as I was saying, this stage of the game, if you catch somebody, they basically die. So here we catch Janna, I get ulted away, it's unfortunate. But the stun cooldown now for Taric is short enough that we can basically kill anyone we want to kill. And we see Eve coming, we know this is a 2v3 fight, but we want this to be a 2v3 fight, because like I said before, we can win 2v3 fights. And you'll see now, if we fight this, I'm not sure what happens here, but if we fight this, chances of us winning is pretty high. So I go into lane to try and bait out like the Evelyn to come. And now Anivia comes as well, because like I said, you're going to get 4-man ganked if this happens. And really, the best thing to do is just run away. But how do you run away from this kind of team? You don't. But now, I'm going to pause quickly just for like a minute and just talk about why this is good for you. Because I can't really, I guess I could like pause like that. Anyway, this is good for you because now our jungle has free farm. Our top lane should be getting help from our jungle because there's nobody on the map that can stop him, but it's not for some reason. But that's beside the point. Now, yeah, like I said, the reason 4 people coming bottom is good for you is because they waste so much time chasing you around and trying to kill you and blah 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 for nothing. And they're gonna get a Taric here. Great, they got a Taric. What does that even matter? It doesn't really matter. So, if Kratos wasn't dead, it'd be a lot better for us, obviously. But the time they wasted just killing this Taric, they could have just farmed creeps and got more gold, honestly. It was worth like 260 gold, I think, for the Twitch, which is like 10 creeps. So really, the effective gold from that was really, really not a lot. And this Renekton's getting pretty beastie. Gets a double kill. I'm not worried because Graves just destroys Renekton with the armor debuff. As long as this Renekton doesn't build armor, I don't really care, basically. That's what it comes down to. So, again, I want to just continue pushing, probably. But I'm going to try and kill something here, I guess. Okay, so I get a bit greedy here, I would imagine, and try and get kills. We'll see what happens. Dash in, Renekton dashes. I could flash here, and I'm not sure what's going to happen. Okay, so I know there's Eve's in this bush. I attack into Eve, get a Q on him, ignite him. Eve does a lot of damage. Dash away, kite the Renekton, get stunned, which is unfortunate, and then kill him. So, the power of Graves, I guess, damage output. The sheer damage output is just absurd when you get in situations like that. I don't think there's any other AD carry that could face check a bush with an Evelyn in and actually come out ahead when Renekton tries to gank you afterwards. I mean, if I'm wrong about that and there's someone I'm not thinking of, then tell me for sure, but I can't really think of any other AD carry that's tanky enough to do that, basically. So now I've got 2 bottom towers. I want to get a mid tower because getting towers is always good. And again, like I said, the thing is as well, you have to think about team comp when you're playing Ghost Taric. That's a really annoying noise. We have a Gragas, and I know this Gragas, he's one of my friends, so I know that his ultimates, in theory, are going to be really, really, really good. So the reason I'm pushing mid lane is basically because if Gragas hits an ultimate and then Taric stuns somebody, they fall over 100% of the time. And that's basically what I'm relying on, is just this Gragas to make plays for me to get more farms. Because I could do pushing bottom lane here, but I think there's more value in pushing mid lane because they have a weird team comp. Like Evelyn, Twitch, it's easy to get caught off by either of them when you're pushing and die by accident. But if you're pushing mid, that doesn't happen. So here, that was just ridiculous. Just gets kicked in and dies instantly. Renekton comes. Now, when Renekton comes, this is the bit where you need to be a touch scared because he can kill me. But he has a black cleaver and not much armor, so we'll see what happens with this fight. Let's go at half speed and have a look. So I'm attacking the Renekton, dash in to attack the Renekton more, crit the Twitch like 2 or 3 times in a row, which was pretty lucky, and then back out. Don't overcommit when you're playing Graves, because however strong you are, you can still die by towers because you have no armor, basically. Okay, so here, Gragas Ultimate is almost up, and again, like I said, I'm relying on his Gragas Ultimate to get me a kill. So we'll see what happens. And this is how you want to play. If you know the mid player is good and can land you kills, for sure, play like this, because the burst damage from these 4 heroes right now is just, maybe not earlier, but for me, Graves, Taric, and Gragas, the burst damage is just, it's ridiculous. So here we get the Inivia. It makes a really good flash actually, and I'm not sure if we even kill him. Yeah, we kill him, so it's worth it, it's good. And get the tower, because tower gold is always good. This is a good way to sort of like make Renekton not as strong as he should be at this point in the game, because the thing you have to realize with Renekton is, unless he's built tanky, he's not going to like, he's not going to beat this team, because he can't build enough magic and enough armor for me and Gragas to not do damage to him. I guess this is how I want to put it. He built health, which is probably the correct play here, but he still dies in a stun, no matter who, because I'm doing like, I don't even know, a lot of damage. Like 1,000 damage, I guess, in my combo, if not more. And then Gragas Ultimate and Gragas Barrel would take his HP out and just basically end them. Without Taric's damage, that's just me and Gragas alone. So I got a Last Whisper now. This is basically game over. If you get to this items by 20 minutes, you can't lose with Graves. Unless you make a really big mistake. And you have to be a bit scared still, obviously, because the risk with going this item build is the fact that you don't have any defense. And if you don't have any defense, like I said, you're open to dying. And again, you'll notice I'm just hunting kills, I'm not really going for group kills. And like if you listen to my last Let's Replay, that's why I'm going for kills, because I want to demoralize the team. I don't really want to farm, I want to demoralize. So here I dashed out of the Anivia Ultimate because I don't want to die. Shooting Anivia, get stunned. Risky because I've lost half my HP to Anivia. This is what I'm saying about being no defense. If you get hit, you fall over really quick. But the reason I didn't build a Quicksilver Sash, which I normally would have done instead of Last Whisper, was because I know Taric and I know Graves. So I rely on them to be good enough to peel for me, basically. If this was a solo queue ranked game, I would definitely buy a Quicksilver Sash after the Panic Dancer, not a Last Whisper. So if you don't have faith in someone peeling for you, I get a recall bait here, but it doesn't really do anything. Actually, it probably hurts us more than it helps. And I lost more HP to Anivia. So like I said, I'm really playing badly this game. I can't really stress that enough. Like, my play this game has not been good at all. Don't think it has been, because it really hasn't. I just make stupid plays and they don't really work. But that's what I wanted to point out. This is the whole point of this game. I'm not playing well in this game. I'm relying on Graves and Taric to set things up for me to press 2 buttons to kill someone. It's as basic as that. Nothing I'm doing is special. It's just basic. Attack whatever's in your circle. I think I went over this before. I don't think you can do it in lorry play now. But attack whatever's inside your attack range and don't go further ahead than that unless you can actually 100% guarantee a kill. And then whenever something's brought to you on a plate, like a Gragas Ultimate or a Taric stun within your range, press your buttons and get a free kill. That is actually how basic playing Graves is when you have 2 good teammates or 1 good teammate. Don't try and like don't think that just because I have a Gragas on my team it makes it easier to play this comp, because yeah, okay, having a Gragas is making this a bit easier for me, but then the level I'm playing at is probably lower than a lot of players. Like I would say my basic skill level this game is like 1,000 ELO, maybe like 1,100 ELO. It's not high skill play whatsoever. So if I was playing actually on the game, I would show you another Grace Taric game probably in the future where I actually played properly and played really well, and the difference is massive. Then you can really 2-man the team basically. So I guess I should talk quickly about how you play team fights when you're way ahead and you're playing Grace Taric. So let's just watch this at half speed and I'll explain things. We catch Renekton, like I said. If you catch Renekton, you win the game. It's simple as that. He's the only one on the team who can kill me, and I know that for sure. So I have also to point out, I have a Negatron cape. This is really important. Always get a Negatron cape against Anivia and Eve because you don't want to take damage. So we catch Renekton. I blow everything I have because I want to get him out of the game. He almost on top of me, and then just falls over. And obviously you gotta realise you are going to be the focus of their team if you're playing Graves at this stage of the game. So here I hit Eve, just trying to attack animation cancel backwards. Sure, most of you know what this means. And I kill Eve. Irelia comes in, gets the kill into Janna. Then I'm just auto attacking. We can process it 1 times now because the game's pretty much over. And I got the triple kill, I think, which is always good. But like I said, I really didn't do anything special that game. I pressed all my buttons when they caught somebody. Like, I didn't make any plays there, that was just me pressing buttons and using my damage. And then I dashed away and attacked whatever's in my range. Like, anybody could do that. It's nothing special to being a high elo player, or a mid elo player, or a low elo player. It doesn't matter what kind of player you are, anybody can do that. Just stay behind people who make the plays, and then you win. So Nivea's crying about Twitch knows what items to get. Yeah, you got a Sword of the Divine, that's pretty not smart, but yeah. I guess I'll die here, unless I flash over the wall. Yeah, I flashed over, that's pretty cool. Yeah, whatever. I'm still weak, I don't have any defenses, and I don't have enough damage. I don't have an Infinity Edge yet, because if I had an Infinity Edge now, at this point in the game, it would just be stupid. So here Gragas makes a nice armor, pushes Eve away, gets the bait onto Renekton. I'm going to come in and shoot because I have a Bloodthirster. Renekton dies from Ignite. I get walled, bit scary, still shooting. Make sure you get that regen, dash away. Gragas barrel comes in, smoke screen comes on Nivea, my armor comes in, hook shot for the kill, bang. That's how the game should end. That was like, you know, a perfect ending to the game. Anybody who watched that would think that was good. Then they surrender, 4 for 1, game's over, GG. So I went from playing really badly to 14-1-5, still playing really badly. I guess I sort of found my skill at the end of the game to make that play on Anivia. But other than that, I did nothing special whatsoever apart from pressing my 3 skills when the situation lined up for me. If it was Taric or Gragas, whoever it was making the play, I just pressed my buttons and got kills. So, concluding this video, if you want to gain ELO and you're duo queuing with somebody, please play Graves Taric and don't play more complex lanes like Caitlyn Sona, Misfortune, Soraka. I don't know, that's not really complex, but I'm sure you understand. There's no reason to play complex lanes when you can play something like Graves Taric and just mash your buttons to get kills. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll try and make more videos like this, presuming it was decent and you enjoyed it. Leave me a comment if you want me to make something, or have any ideas for things like this, which is really basic, that helps people gain ELO, and that's about it.